Hi guys, I'm here to share with you another swap projects that I did. And so I am doing a swap with Marla, who is MarlaRizzo here on YouTube. Hi Marla. So we decided to do a swap, and we've talked about it before, and we just finally had a chance to do it because something we wanted to do, and I love her. She's probably one of the nicest people I've met on YouTube, and she's just, I don't know how to explain it, but she just has such a big heart, and she's just a really nice person. I really wish that we lived closer to each other, because I would definitely love to hang out with her sometime, but she's like really far away, so I don't know if that's going to ever happen, but I would definitely love to. And so for our swap, we decided just to do 2 altered items, and it could be whatever we wanted to do, so it would be kind of a surprise to the other person. So we messaged each other and talked about what we liked and whatnot. So I actually made a few of these for her. So the first one I did, and I'm going to lift my camera up, so sorry if it's shaky, was I made this box, and this is one of those wooden boxes that's from Michael's, and I actually had got this box in the as-is section a couple months ago, and I actually have it in one of my haul videos, and this used to be just plain wood brown, and the only reason that it was in the clearance section was because the little the little metal closure thing, like a piece of it was gone, and I didn't care about that because I would have took it off anyways. So I was like, yep, I can definitely do something with that. So yeah, I finally got to do something with it. So I made this box for her, and the first thing I did was painted it like a light blue. I think it was like a robin's egg blue, and then I did the crackle technique, and I went over it with some like soft pink, and I kind of did it like thicker in some spots and thinner in other spots because I wanted it to have like a really nice like shabby effect, although most of it got covered up, of course. So I just added all kinds of stuff. Like there's this giant butterfly I got in a swap. It was wood, and I painted it with a soft pink and just covered it in some, I think it was diamond stickles. And then there's just a bunch of flowers, some pearl bling, more flowers. Here's a blinged M for Marla, and there's just all kinds of stuff around it. So it looks like that. And then like on the sides, all the sides all the way around, and on the front or the top here and in the other corner, I used this really pretty material, and I had, I don't know what order I'm posting these videos in because I'm not going to post any of them until the people get them, but this material I used on a dress form that I had altered, so I'm not sure when you guys will see that, but it's the same material, and it's really pretty. It's like a white like a stretch mesh stuff, and it has these little silver like sparkles all through it. So I just kind of cut it and did like kind of like a banner thing, where you just like hang it, and then on each spot where it got glued down, I just added a flower. And then for this drawer thing, I added this pink bubble as the drawer pull. So that's the front. So on the inside, and I've already put goodies on this part, so I did the same thing. I just did the, I painted it with the blue and did the crackle with the pink. So it just looks like that. And then for the drawer, and I already put some goodies in here too, I didn't crackle the inside of the drawer, I just did the pink. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to sit you guys down again for a second. I'm going to pick this up. So as you can see, I went around the top and the bottom with the flat back pearls. So this is the side, and this is the back, and then this is the other side. And this thing is actually pretty heavy. And I was so scared to use the box because it has glass. And I'm scared to ship it because I don't want the glass to get broke. So I'm like super nervous that something's going to happen to it. But I'm going to, you know, use a lot of bubble wrap. So hopefully it'll come out okay. So that's the first thing that I did for her. That's heavy. The next thing I did was I altered my first mason jar. So it looks like this. And I'm sorry if my lighting isn't all that great, but so I had this mason jar, and I was it was just in my stash because I bought it like, I don't know, a few months ago because I was gonna do the captured fairy in this jar, but I ended up using a different one, so I just had it. So what I decided to do was alter it. And it's funny because she had done a video of an altered jar, and I was like, oh, and I had just finished this one, like when she posted hers, and it was like the same colors, and so I'd commented on her video that like, oh, I just did my jar, and she was like, oh, do you have a video? And I'm like, no, I don't want to post it until she gets it. I didn't want to like say, no, it's for you. So, now she knows. So what I did was I added this trim right here at the bottom, and I didn't want to glue this part down because I wanted it just to go straight. I didn't want it to be curved, so I just kind of glued around it, and then it just goes all the way around. And then I did this cluster of flowers. This is a Wild Orchid Craft large gardenia, and I sprayed it with some heirloom gold spray. And then I added these two flowers on the side and these two like porcelain flowers at the top, and they all got sprayed with the heirloom gold. And then let's see, I made this flower right here with some lace trim from my stash, and then these are just two Recollections petal flowers that I put together and used a ribbon buckle and a flat back pearl as the center. So that's that. And then I added this trim right here around it, and then this lace on top of that. And then on the top I used this real pretty trim that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then on the top I still have glue spider webs. I added this, well, the little, because you know there's like the flat piece and then there's the ring of the lids. I did cover it with some, what do you call it, London Market paper. And then I went around it with these flowers. And then these are some Recollections flowers that I put in the middle with the little flat back pearl. And it does open up. You just, you know, have to, see, it does open. I don't want to open it up though, but you can open it, Marla. And then on the inside, what I had done, because what we had decided to was to, you know, do the altered items and just send some stuff that's from our stash. So all these trims right here are all from my stash, and so to, I guess, you know, have a nice way to show them, I put them all on these clothespins that, you know, whenever she wants to use the trims, and she could always alter the clothespins later. So I just put a bunch of them in there so she can kind of like have a way to store them, and I don't know, like I like to look at the stuff that I have, so that's why I like using jars in my craft room. So that's the jar that I did for her. And I'm nervous about saying that too because that's glass, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? There's also this box that I did, and this was just a box from Michael's that I had, and this box was, it had like a wooden handle on it, like a bamboo looking handle. So I took that off, and then I covered it with this, it's like a piece of a curtain that I had gotten a swap a long time ago. So I put that around the top and around the sides of the top. And then this piece, ruffled piece, was also part of the curtain. And then I cut that off because this part needed to be flat. And I wanted to use the ruffle because I thought it was really cute. So I went around the whole thing with that. And then on the top and the bottom, I just added this flat lace right here, and this lace I got from Jay Zella. Thank you, Jay Zella, in a swap that we did. And I just thought it would give it a nice, like, clean edge. So I used that all the way around. And then I also, like, on these pieces right here, that's that same thing. I just kind of, you know, folded it up or whatever. And, like, over here too. And then this frame is from Michaels. I didn't do anything with that because it kind of already had like a vintage look to it. And then on the inside, I just took this image that's from some graphic 45 paper, and I just put her in there because, you know, she looks vintage, so I thought it would go good. Just added a bunch of flowers and some pearls, and then on the back I just kind of bunched this up together so it would look nice, but the frame would still stand up. So I just added some more flowers and more pearls around just to give it a vintage look. And then when you open it, it looks like this, and it's actually full of handmade flowers. Because one of the things Marla had mentioned was that she liked handmade flowers. So, and I left the inside blank so that she could use this to store stuff, and I didn't want it to get messed up. So that's why that looks like that. So these are the flowers that I did. I'll just show you guys really quick because this video seems like it's forever. So there's that one, there's this one, there's this one, this one, and I kind of just used different colors because in case she wants to use them on some projects. There's this one, and there's this one. This one, this is a big one, it's like that, and there's this one, and this is the same material that I used on the box, the other box, looks like that, and there's this little guy, and then finally there is this one. So she's gonna be getting those, and I'm gonna just have them in this box so she can either, you know, store them in there or whatever she wants to do. So let me just stick these back in there real quick. And I got a couple more things to share with you. Make sure they fit and not get squished up. So that just closes like that. So this is another thing she's going to be getting. And then this is just a little thing I did. This is actually just a plain wood, like, little plaque thing that I had. So I painted it with a, I think it was, what was the color? It's the same color that I painted this box with underneath all the stuff. Yeah, they're the same colors. I added this lace. It's like a wide lace, and to the whole thing, and covered it. And I didn't glue these parts down because I wanted it to be hanging because I just thought it looked cute that way. And then I went around it with some flat back pearls. I had this M from the Tim Holtz Grunge Board letters. Painted that with I think it's the Robin's Egg Blue. Went around it with some stickles. What is this one called? I think it's like the Frosted Lace, I believe. And then just added these flowers around the sides. And then I added this little ribbon to the back, just like that, so it could be hung. And I drop it. And of course it's M for Marla, so that looks like that. Yes, I'm still going. So like I said, I don't know how I'm going to freaking put all this stuff in the box, but I also made her this little pin cushion. And so it's kind of simple, but it, you know, I wanted to have like the vintage look to it, so that's why I went with the creams. And the first thing I did was I cut, and actually what I should say first was this, the container part is actually a cat food can. And I have a cat, and she's like 16 and a half years old, so she has to eat the wet food. So every day I'm throwing away these cans, and I wanted to do something to, you know, not keep throwing so many away. So of course I cleaned it out really good. I washed it like 3 times. I was like, I'm gonna save some, you know, here and there to make stuff with. So the first thing I did was I made this pen cushion. And I know because Marla said she likes stick pens, so I wanted to make some for her, so I made this to put them on. I covered the can with some of the London Market paper, and then I went over that with this lace that I got from Amador. Thank you, Amador. He sent that to me in a giveaway that I had won from him. And then I just added this braided trim around the top and the bottom, and I added this eyelet trim around the top with some flat back pearls. And then I used this little piece that's it's the same as the bottom on here. That's what that is. And then just added this cameo. And then these are the stick pins that I did. And I used some floral pins, which are the ones in the back. And then these other ones are like the corsage pins. These are like 3-inch. I think these are 2-inch. So I try to give them all like a vintage look, so I hope I did okay with that. So this is a little extra that I'm going to send her. And then the final thing was also another like something I would have thrown away, but I wanted to do something with it so I didn't get it thrown away. So I made this little thing right here, and it actually was a can. It was a, what was in here? I think they were like mandarin oranges that Scrubs had gone to the store one day and he bought like 5 cans, and I was like, okay. So we had opened some, and I was like, I could do something with that too. So of course I cleaned it out really good, and then I covered it with the London Market paper, of course, so everything would coordinate together. Then I added this lace right here all the way around. And then added these, this pearl bling on one side, and then this piece on the other side. Added a bunch of flowers, then some pink crystal baubles, one on each side. And then I added this crystal butterfly right here with the stick pen. And then made the little flower center with some London Market paper, and just added a little white flat back pearl to the center. So this could be used as a little caddy for like your desk. You could put like pencils in it, or like your scissors and stuff. And I did paint the inside. As you can see, it used to be a can, but I did paint it like with the same color as I painted the box and the little plaque with. So it's like, you know, somewhat finished. And then the bottom, I had punched out this circle with the London Market paper, and then just went around it with some of the braided trim. And see? I love turning stuff that you find. Well, I mean, you guys all know that we love finding like junk at the thrift stores and turning it into something cute, but I also like to find things that, you know, like this, like it was a can, and, you know, giving it a new home, I guess you can say. So, okay. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been talking forever. So this is all the goodies that I made for Marla. Marla, I hope you like all your stuff. And I'm not going to post this video until you get it. So, yeah. So let me just show you guys again, like all the stuff she's going to be getting. And there's the other box too. So there's that. And all these. And I still need to get the other stuff that I'm going to send, the stuff from my stash, together. But I wanted to get the video done so I can start packing your box up, and I really hope you like it, and I'm glad you wanted to do a swap. Hopefully we can do another swap in the future. I would definitely love to. So you guys, let me know what you think of all this stuff, and I thank you for watching. Okay, you guys have a great day. Bye.